Who creates the rules? Is it the education system? Is it your mum and dad? Is it the man in the castle back there? Is it the king and queen? Is it the government? Who creates the rules? And where did you learn these rules from? Where did you learn these rules from? Okay, sure, we have got laws. I'm not talking about laws. I'm talking about rules that govern your life, that change the way that you behave, that impact you, impact how you think, impact how you feel, impact how you take action into the world. I'm talking about those rules. The rules that we don't discuss, but the rules that we all have in the back of our minds. The rules, for example, that are there in social situations. And these are invisible rules. Nobody's saying you can do this, you can't do this. They aren't set in stone, but we still feel impacted by an invisible rule that changes how we think we should feel, how we should act in different situations. For some people, the rule might be as simple as, this person is more attractive, so I am going to act differently towards them, compared to, this person looks unattractive, or he looks homeless, or he looks less respectable, so I'm going to change how I act around this person. That is a rule that you've chosen. Maybe it's not a conscious rule you've chosen, but it's a rule that is impacting how you act in those situations. So who creates the rules? If you are unconscious about who creates the rules, you're letting the man in the castle decide how you should behave. But do you want to let the man in the castle decide how you behave? When I was younger, I looked at people that were older than me, people with jobs, people with businesses, and I thought that they knew something I didn't know. That they had arrived at some place, and that there was something about them that allowed them to be qualified to do that job, to do what they do, to act how they act. I felt like there was some qualification aspect there. But as I got older, I realized there's no qualification. These guys are just faking it until they make it. They're faking it. They're just like you and me. And when I got my first job, I started to realize that more and more. Being around people that were competent, you realize they're just like you and me. However, we still might feel like this qualification, a pattern should be followed. This qualification rule should be followed for our lives. Now, you can think about how the education system shapes this. We feel like, well, somebody has a certificate, somebody has a medal. Wow, they did the medal. Now they're qualified to act in a certain way. They're qualified to give people a certain treatment, etc., etc. Allows us to mentally and very quickly shift our perception based on their branding, based on their qualification. This is powerful in the sense that, we can't waste all our time vetting a doctor. We want to go to a doctor, we want to get better, we want the medicine. But it's not so powerful in situations where it's not so set in stone. For example, becoming a business owner. It's all about faking it until you make it. What about socially and behaviorally? Confidence. I think people have a struggle to gain confidence, and they feel like they might need to know something or be qualified to act or behave a certain way. But why can't you act like you are the most confident man in the room? Why can't you act like you act at home and make goofy jokes and laugh and do all those things? In subtle ways, we suppress ourselves and we suppress our behavior. And I wanted to talk today behind the castle, because I think it can be a reminder for you to act like a king and queen, to act like a prince or princess, if that is how you desire. And to not let the man in the castle, who doesn't even exist, by the way, because no one lives in that castle. I don't think they do. Let's just say no one lives there. But we think somebody lives there, but really they're just living in our minds, an imagined man in the castle, living debt-free in our minds. You might not realize this, but the key is to become more conscious about it. The key is to become a bit more conscious. Because I think if you can become a bit more conscious about it, you'll start to see that there are no rules. That nobody has a fucking clue what's going on in life. Everybody's acting like they do. Everybody's conditioned to behave like they have the answers. That can even be religious people. Oh, it's Jesus. Here's the answer. Here's the Savior. I have the answers. Come to me because I have the answers. So whether it's spiritual or religious, whether it's academic or scientific, there's a sense of us desiring the certainty from somebody or some qualification from somebody rather than seeing the truth that they are faking it. Doesn't mean they might not know things. But at the same time, don't let that suppress the realization that everybody is faking it till they make it. Because I think if you can realize that, it'll start to allow you to be a bit more creative, a bit more playful, a bit more spontaneous. It will allow you to start to realize you can just try things out. It doesn't matter. It's not so serious. It's not a winner or loser situation. It's just you trying things out and seeing what happens. That it doesn't matter if people judge that. It's just you trying things out. And even their judgment is empty. There's nothing there. So I think I rambled long enough. Catch you later.